Hello fellow Star Wars fans, my name is Starrapter and welcome to the channel. This is my spoiler-free review for Star Wars Race to Crashpoint Tower, written by Daniel Jose Older. This one is part of the High Republic, and it doesn't come out until June 29th. However, you can pre-order it now wherever books are sold. I have a link to its Amazon page down in the description down below. Thanks to everybody over at Lucasfilm Disney Press for sending me this one a little bit early to review. So this officially begins Phase 1, Wave 2 of the High Republic. Comes out in tandem on June 29th with the Rising Storm. So this one focuses on the characters of Lula Talosolo as well as Ram Jamaram. And Ram is a brand new character to the High Republic. He has learned and has grown up and trained on the Valo outpost. And you also have Lula Talosolo, who Daniel Jose Older has brought to life in his Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. So both of these characters come together on Valo, where there is an attack by Nihil, and it's up to them to get their communications ray back online to send help to the Republic. So without giving too much away, my positives on this book is how much it actually intersects with The Rising Storm, written by Cavan Scott. And I've read that, I have my review on the channel, and it's just brilliant how both of these stories are going parallel with one another, and it really brings in that the High Republic is much more than it actually seems, right? You have these characters weaving back and forth between both stories simultaneously. It cannot be something easy to do, having these collaboration on the level that they are doing to really make this feel like it's a small cog, but an important cog of the wider wheel, right? Going and seeing how these characters are influencing what is happening in the Rising Storm and vice versa. Also, this is just a great paced Star Wars book. Now, it's a middle grade book, so it's really an all ages type of book, but it doesn't mean that a 30-year-old like myself couldn't enjoy it. And I just really enjoyed the blistering pace, the comedy that's in there, but also this book goes places that I never expected a book, set to be middle grade to explore. Like we're seeing lots of death, which is uncommon for a book like this, especially in Star Wars. We've had many middle grade novels that have come before, but I appreciate that Daniel Jose Older is able to really going to those things like attachment and fear of losing someone and all these more mature themes that really make this book stand out from lots of others in that kind of setting of the middle grade book. Also, there's just really awesome themes dedicated to the characters themselves. Seeing Lula Talosolo start at the beginning of this book, hey, I'm going to be the best Jedi ever, and this is what I want to be, and her finding the balance in the Force and learning how there's a give and take, and again, going back to attachment, and Ram getting more experience, Ram getting out of his comfort zone to be a strong character by the end of this actual book here. Negatives were, hey, there's really only one thing that was a nitpick, and maybe it was too quick of a conclusion, maybe being too heavily tied into the Rising Storm to the point where the story just kind of ends and there's not too much closure going on. But with that being said, I got to give Race to Crashpoint Tower a 9 out of 10. This is my favorite middle grade Star Wars novel. It really shows how good Daniel Jose Older is at writing these stories, but making them so impactful for everybody of all ages to really accept and to really just like these characters. I started out really liking Lula Talosolo in the High Republic Adventure comics, and now I really like her. I think she's one of the best characters in the High Republic. And we also have other characters that I don't want to mention because it's cool to see them and to have that surprise when you actually see them. So definitely worth picking up. This alongside The Rising Storm are some of the strongest entries easily in the High Republic. So if you guys are on the fence about this, definitely pick it up on the day it comes out, because you're not going to want to leave this one behind. And what I will say, if you have the opportunity to read The Rising Storm first, please do that, because that will give way much more backstory into the conflict that is going on Valo with the Republic Fair and everything that's going on there, where this is a cool way of going about it. Having this smaller scale story that is focusing more directly on specific characters and how they are responding to this wide-reaching event. So definitely a great story, great pace. Highly recommend this book. And for more on the High Republic, make sure to check out my playlist dedicated to the High Republic. And I also have a new Star Wars weekly podcast called Outer Rim Transmission. Go ahead and subscribe to that on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, Spotify, etc. That is going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.